Hello all, welcome to the Easter meeting.
Hey guys.
The Easter
Hi.
video. You're not in a meeting with us. This will be a video. So we're going to walk through all the elements, service schedule, and the plan we have moving forward for Easter 2017. And Lydia is going to start us off. Thank you for listening to us.
So this year, we will be focusing on around the word hope. We talked with Pastor Rick, and he was just talking about the way that hope right now is a buzzword with the political climate, with things that are happening around the world, and how the church can really be the answer for that and show that hope, that we have hope in the Lord. And so our main phrase that you will see across Easter promotion and graphics will be "He is hope." And we've got several scriptures even to support that. One is like out of Psalm 131:3, and it says, "Wait for God, wait with hope, hope now, hope always." We've got a few more listed on this document as well. We're going to be sending you guys a directory of with the service plan, the theme, and everything that you guys would need to know for Easter. So all of these notes will be written down in there. And then through our graphics and promotion, we will be doing several different phrases. So "He is hope" is going to be our main phrase, but then we are looking at graphics as being more of a collection and rather than just one particular graphic. So when you scroll through and look at these different options and ideas that we have on these mood boards, we're looking at "He is hope" being the main title, but after that, we've got different ones that say "Wait with hope," "Behold the King is coming," "Hope now, hope always," "It is finished," things that are very declarative and celebratory. And then we also have some icons. And these icons, we showed Pastor Rick. He liked them because it really added a traditional element to our Easter look and feel. And we're staying mainly in the grayscale and in black and white, but these icons really just symbolize the story of Easter and the resurrection. So it will have it has a palm tree branch, a crown of thorns, the cross, and then an empty tomb symbol. And the way that we're going to be able to present these is that we would use it on social media, giving an explanation behind it so people know what they're looking at. And then you would see it in different parts of service and in promotion. But so that's our main Easter graphics and look and feel and theme. And yeah, that's all I have. Yep.
Okay, so we're going to get a look at the service schedule for the service. Pre-service is going to be an announcement video.
We're looking at something that feels a little bit behind the scenes. If you've seen any of Neil Greathouse's videos that he's done on social media for the church, it'll have that kind of a lighthearted feel, focus on first-time guests since we have so many new people. And then we'll go into a countdown. We haven't done a countdown since, I think, December, but we're going to bring back something that feels very Eastery, similar to last year, whether it's scripture-based and that just really leads us into worship. So.
Then we're looking at opening song, something that you can clap to. Part of this is going to be some amount of a buffer to let people that are coming in for the services make sure that they can get in. A couple of suggestions, something like "Alive in Me," the new song by Highlands. If it feels like it's too new for you, maybe something you can do is Wickham's "Your Love Awakens Me." If you need other ideas, I'm willing to help with that for sure. Out of that, we'll go to "Welcome" by the campus pastor. And while he's welcoming, we'll be getting ready for the special element, the opener that's not at the opening of service, but the special element. And we're looking at the song by Hillsong, "Behold and Sings My Soul." And then there's elements in this too, or no? I can't remember.
Yeah, you want me to run through it now? So for the opener element, we are definitely going to have the choir. And so basically what we're trying to set up here is a very warm element within service. So a couple of visuals. We'll have golden umbrellas. We may have some lights just to have that warm, reflective type feel on stage. We'll have the choirs set up center stage for us. We're going to have an upright keys or a grand piano in the middle of stage as well, with some stringed instruments up there as well. So I don't know what all you guys can pull off, but those are some of the visuals that we'll have center stage during the element. But we're also going to incorporate a cross in that element, and so what we're going to do in Conway Little Rock is use the LED panels to basically illuminate a cross, basically a light cross. And so for some of you, you may be able to reuse what we did last year, the iron cross that we made, or there are options for either creating like light bulb crosses, anything that you guys feel like you can make, and we'll give examples in this document as well. But we will have, like I said, strings and piano in the center, choir and all of that will be set up in the center. So we're all going to try to make it. We're going to try to make it very center focused, and then we may play with using some of the stained glass symbols. So I don't know how that could relate to what you guys are doing, but we're going to try to incorporate that as well. So within that element, we're going to start off that section with a spoken word, speaking through the Romans 5:2-5 verse. It's in that document if you want to reference it, but we're going to have somebody speak that live as a spoken word piece, and then we're going to go into the Behold, Then Sings My Soul song from Hillsong. So that's kind of the vision for that, and then there will be a video within that special element.
Can I weigh in a little bit on just the specific props in that element with the upright piano? A couple of years ago, we got a free piano. I think it was an upright piano, and we just got someone who liked to do construction, and we had them gut the piano so that we could insert a keyboard into it, and then we just had it painted. And so if you at your campus would love to have that look, you could easily get a free piano. There are upright pianos everywhere. And you could have that gutted by some of your environments team and paint it out, and then that's something that you could put new casters on it so it rolls, and keep that around if you want to go for that look. It's not something that I think you have to have a lot of budget and go rent something. In fact, what we use will probably be a shell that we put a piano in as well. And then with the light cross that he mentioned, we are thinking the LED panels for Conway Little Rock, but multiple times we have done a light cross for woman conference, and we just build like I think just a plywood cross shape, drill some holes out, and then insert. We've done Christmas lights like with the larger bulbs. We just insert the bulb and the socket behind it, and so you get that kind of a look with that. So if you guys want to create something like that, it is something that you can use long term and keep around your campus. And we always pull a cross back out. It's great to pull out during any service, and then you will use the piano shell a bunch of times. However, you can still get the warm look that we're talking about if you don't have those, just like Conway Little Rock. So, okay.
So coming out, we'll finish up. Behold, Then Sings My Soul kind of ends on this down top bridge. We will do a big washout, big swell out at the end, and then here we're looking at going straight into an edited version of Wickham's Doxology, Amen. And so you don't have to do the doxology necessarily. What's important for you to note is it has to be a very noticeable, recognizable hymn. So you'll notice in a minute, we're going to also look at Give Me Jesus. This is not a service where Give Me Jesus or Oh Praise the Name, Still, Cornerstone. Those type of songs aren't going to be your hymn slot for this sort of service. It's going to be very recognizable. So we'll come out, Behold, Then Sings My Soul, wash right into doxology, Wickham's. Check out that edit, and it'll end, and then we'll go to a scripture, and it's just going to be some sort of either potential voiceover video, or it could be a live reading as well. Finish up that, go right into Give Me Jesus. The scripture will have something to do with hope. Go into Give Me Jesus, big hope theme in the lyric there, and then we'll finish up the set with Hillsong's Grace to Grace in big. Out of that, we go to bumper. So there will be a service bumper.
A couple of you guys sent in a video over the last year when we were doing Year of the Bible, and I cannot remember all the details of the video, but I know there was a child in it who was it was live, and it was a kid just talking about who God is. And so we've had that thought in the back of our minds for a while, since several people sent it in. We thought it was really great, and Pastor Rick really liked it. And so we wondered about doing something like that for Easter, especially with the "He is Hope" phrasing. And we wanted to have lots of statement of who God is, and so we wondered about taking a group of people from a small child all the way up to a grandparent and even an older person, and letting them communicate who God is. And so it, to me, can communicate who God is in every phase of life, and it definitely has a generational feel. And so we communicated that with Pastor Rick, and he asked if he loved the idea of it. So we're looking at it as a bumper video, depending how the edit of it comes out. He talked about putting it in the middle of his message. And so you guys could do that, and then if someone didn't absolutely see it as a fit, you might even be able to put it in your pre-service. But we love the idea. I don't know who sent it in, but great job. And then he also mentioned, Brandon did, that we would have some scripture within worship. The things we for sure like is we like communicating scripture through motion graphics. We like baptism footage during Easter. We did that last year. We think that worked really well. And we like to include scripture. It is a service that you have a lot of first-time guests, and so Pastor Rick wants it to feel conservative in the sense that it's not too crazy. And so we just want to include those somewhere. So that's what you'll see in video throughout the service. And we'll keep you guys updated as we get edits so you guys can see those.
And then out of Pastor Rick's message, we'll go to invitation, big song there, something like "Oh Praise the Name," "Seas of Crimson," really big corporate singing, celebratory. You want it to be familiar to the church, not that it's going to be familiar in general. And also, don't worry, "Seas of Crimson," "Oh Praise the Name," both songs that we used in last year's service lineup. Don't be too concerned about trying to find something that we haven't done before. Not in this spot anyway. Just don't worry if it is familiar. That's going to be a positive. Finish up offering, and then during offering there'll be some sort of baptism supporting slide announcement to promote the "I Have Decided" weekend, and then we'll dismiss.
And in the directory, there's a link for all of our rehearsal times. We'll have those on live stream, or if any of you want to come into Conway and Little Rock for our rehearsals, you are most welcome to. Is this our rehearsals? Just confirming.
Those are service times. Oh, yeah, these, yeah.
So April 6th, on Thursday, April 6th is a worship rehearsal at Conway campus at 6 p.m. Wednesday, April 12th is dress rehearsal in Little Rock. Thursday, April 13th is dress rehearsal in Conway. Both of those are at 6 o'clock. And then services will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you need anything from us, Lydia, Free, myself, or Brandon, we can help you, and we'll keep you guys updated as we build these elements. So, anything else?